people are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
Welcome to What's Left podcast on the Derealization Nation Media Network.
I can't afford Mountain Dew! Okay? The economy's rough right now! Obama!
Miners, I love miners.
And now, your hosts.
Hi, it's Jake, your host. Hello, girls, gays, and theys. Welcome back to the What's Left podcast. I'm here with John and Brad. We have a great show for you today. It's a little bit more lighthearted. We're going to talk about economy, the Met Gala, and the anti-Met Gala, and a lot more. Probably some funny things in there. Thank you for subscribing and liking our videos, and we have paid memberships as well. Definitely not necessary, but if you can, it's great for us. And there's, I guess, stickers involved, and I think one has a face of me on it, so feel free to use it whenever you need. And I think we're going to start with Brad and the economy.
Before we do any of that, Jake had that intro ready. My man that was good.
Thank you.
I like it. That was solid.
I told you I grew up in the YouTube era.
My man was ready, dude. That was good. I don't know how else to. We are losing the war.
Yeah.
As Americans, our military might be over there blowing shit to pieces. I don't know. That means that is not. We are losing the war right here at home. But the stock market had a good day, I guess, today. So none of that matters to anybody that can do anything and make real change.
Mm.
The Dow Jones finished up 0.75% today on talks of, I don't know, whatever market manipulation Trump was trying today. The market responded positively for it. However, something terrible has happened. And I'm like giggling because I am disassociating from reality. Because today the API report for oil reserves came out. Excuse me. And between gas, oil, natural gas, and diesel, we are down 24.9 million liquid barrels from our stock. We still have all those tankers coming to come take even more of our oil. The strait could be opened 100% tomorrow, and that wouldn't mean fuck all. It would mean nothing. Gas is going up immediately. Again, I will eat one of my Crocs on this episode, on this show, if I'm wrong. I will eat an entire shoe on this show if I'm wrong. This war is pricing us out of life. It is done. It's done. And at this point, what are we doing? Why am I still going to work? Why am I still paying taxes? Maybe. Why am I? But why are we doing this? Why am I giving up time in my life? Like, the most precious asset I have is the time that I am alive.
Oh.
Why am I giving that up for this? Why do I have to? Like, I don't have to go out to eat. I don't have to go to entertainment. I don't have to do those things. I do, however, have to provide for my family. And you're forcing me to pay more for this bullshit war to feed my family. It is not an option whether or not I fill up my car and go to work every day. I have people that I provide for that depend on me. So I'm going to fill up my car and I'm going to go to work because I have people that I need to provide for. And all this could have been avoided, but it's not. And it's going to be worse.
Brad, are you saying that you wouldn't pay this price for a non-nuclear Iran?
No, I would not pay this. We had a non-nuclear Iran fucking at the start of the year.
We have one of those at home.
You got non-nuclear Iran in 2015.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We mentioned in another video, and we actually have not made any, U.S. intelligence suggests we haven't made any material progress on the nuclear capabilities of Iran. at all. Zero.
Yeah. Yeah. Pete Hegseth testified under oath that we decimated everything and that they were no imminent threat to us. And then we had to go bomb them again because they were an imminent threat to us. In the same sentence, brother. He said that shit in the same sentence.
No.
They are doing this shit to further their agenda and do not give a fuck about us. No one gives a fuck about us. The president doesn't care. The fucking Congress doesn't care. The Senate doesn't care. The Supreme Court doesn't care. The
Nope.
people, we have let this go on for so long, and now we're at the point where that we can't do anything. Congress are cowards. They're not
Yeah.
going to do anything.
Yep.
We can't afford to revolt.
No.
I can't miss
No.
a mortgage payment.
No.
I can't miss a fucking mortgage payment.
I can't be calling off for this.
You know what I mean? What do you? Heaven forbid my kid gets sick in the same week.
Yeah, what the hell?
God, today is Karl Marx's birthday. I feel like that's worth mentioning since we're talking about the idea that we have become too poor. Like, this is part of the fucking problem. Read the book, folks. Just read the book. But yeah, like the idea that we can't even like afford to take time off to, burn shit to the ground or whatever, allegedly.
The reason that the fucking market stays propped up is because if they let it all collapse, people would be like, fuck it. Basically, fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Imagine the boomers, not the boomers because they're old now, but like our parents' generation. Imagine if you're just like, hey, your retirement, yeah, that's gone. It ceases to exist. There's no money left.
Zoop. Yep.
Adios. Dude, they all have guns, brother. They all have guns. That's why the market stays propped up like it does, is because they know if they show the collapse in our faces, that people would riot.
Yeah, they also know that they stole those old folks' Social Security, and those old folks know it too because they voted for Ronald Reagan and they watched it happen.
They sure
allowed
did.
it. They allowed it. They traded that for this, and if they lose this, boy, yeah, you will have a revolt of the elderly.
I just don't understand how it cost me $50 to fill my car.
$51. I was just complaining because Giant Eagle also took away. Can you do the 10% off each gallon anymore?
It hasn't been letting me use my perks at the pump.
Exactly. They're on board. It's ridiculous.
That's fucking twisted.
$1 off my gas doesn't do shit for me. Okay, I might as well just pay the extra $1. You're
Yeah.
not helping me. And
Yeah, you paid $200 for groceries for the week to get that dollar off of gas.
Thank you for making my bill $51 to $50 to fill my tank. Thank you.
That makes all the difference.
I have a buddy in Kentucky, and he said, "Yeah, I'm so excited about paying $6.29 a gallon for diesel to go support my family."
Right.
Like, it's insanity. We
Yeah.
just want to if you could have just given us cheap gas, at least you'd have had something to hang your hat on.
Yeah. Brad, you're like rural adjacent, and people
I'm pretty close. I got goats next door. That's my neighbor. I got goats.
Yeah. For areas like that, that's where it's the hardest hit because you drive to work. Like, you drive 20, 30 minutes to work, like that's, suburbs, maybe it's a little bit, doesn't take, maybe it's not as bad, but like those are the ones that get hit the hardest first.
Yeah.
People got to drive a long way to work and don't have a choice because we don't have any public transportation. Zero. This country is useless that way. Yeah.
No. So I don't know how to be optimistic about anything going forward in terms of the economy. I'm not going to come on here with a good report for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. No, it's fucked. It's going to stay fucked for a long time.
And gas prices, just based on cycle alone, are about to increase. Even if there wasn't a fucking war going on in the Middle East, it's summer driving time. Gas prices always go up in the summer. That's just the cycle.
Yep. Because
pair that with a pointless war and us just shipping out our oil as fast as we could possibly get it on the fucking boats, and it's a bad day for us.
Yep. Bad day to be a consumer. All right. Anything else?
That's it. It's all done, brother. It's all done.
Yeah, we're fucked. All right. Cool. Jake, what do you got?
All right. So first we'll start out with the the bad stuff. So, a 33-year-old Florida man has been arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse after allegedly attacking a 5-year-old boy in an attempt to beat the gay out of him. The victim is reported by the Polk County Sheriff's Office to have suffered a fractured wrist, marks and bruising across the legs, arm, stomach, and back, and a contusion to his forehead.
God damn.
And Andre Brown Jr., who is currently in custody in Polk County, will face enhanced charges as his alleged actions constitute a hate crime, as reported by Miami Herald.
Jesus.
And just mostly one pull, Brown admitted to the deputies later on that he chose to hit the 5-year-old boy to beat the gay out of him, if possible. But since it wasn't possible, he would beat him more.
That's
I just want to to the parents. This man's criminal history includes domestic battery, strangulation, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, kidnapping with attempt to commit a felony, home invasion, robbery with a firearm, and battery on a law enforcement officer, according to press release. And you left your kids with them. Crazy to me. This was not the only kid with them. The reason they found out was because there's 2 other kids with them, and they texted the mom, who was like, I am scared, and he's hurting. And they also had bruises. That kid wasn't the only one that was he was the one targeted the most. But I don't understand how, with all the regulations you go through to work with children or something like that, I don't know if he's just an uncle or something. I don't know. It's terrible. Someone with that history, you don't leave kids with people like that.
That's a laundry list, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all about the rehabilitation and, back into society, but that's crazy to leave your kids with somebody with that much, especially since there's some of the real red flags are strangulation is a key one, and then
Kidnapping might be a good one to avoid.
Right. So kidnapping, you heard kid watching, kid sitting. Yeah.
And it's also the kid is 5 years old. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what the answer is. He's here experiencing life as fun. He's doing what he likes. He's discovering things for himself. There's no to push sexual orientation on kids. It's so fucking creepy. Let them be kids. Let them grow up how they want to grow up. Doesn't matter. Leave them alone. Stop thinking about if they're gay or straight. That's so fucking weird.
It is so weird. All they think about is where other people's penises go. It's
Right.
It's their sole fucking purpose in life is to discover where someone else's penis travels to. And it is fucking exhausting. And they sit there and it makes the whole they talk about, oh well, these parents, you think these parents, these trans kids are you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to have to travel out of state to get health care for my child. I'd like to have my child be reviled and be made fun of by grown men on Fox News. That's what I want for my child. Right? That's literally an insane thing. And here they are, they're doing everything every accusation is an admission. They're out here, that's what they do to their kids. They push on their children that you must be straight, that you must be this way. Boys do this, boys play with this, boys wear this, girls do this, girls play with this, girls wear this. And they don't see how that's grooming when literally all they do is groom their kids.
It always is.
You love Jesus or I'll beat the fucking dog shit out of you.
Yeah, no, they're cool with grooming.
Yes.
That's why they want the Bible in schools. Their preferred grooming is what they want.
Right.
No, they are very pro grooming.
Just not that fancy poodle cut. Yeah, the hypocrisy is fucking blinding. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just upsetting. So the anti-Met Gala. Did you want to play the video first so we can experience?
Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go. You try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know. All else fails and you long to be something better than you are today. I know a place where you can get
That's great.
That
Some of
was
the
a cool outfit from Amazon.
some of the notes for the listener. Jeff Bezos makes $8 million an hour. Average Amazon employee makes 17. All of the costumes were made by immigrants, and none of the costumes came from Amazon itself. So pretty cool stuff. All original designs.
A lot of the slogans were like, billionaires aren't the most important. We mean just as much, if not more, than the billionaires. And like all of that rhetoric. Met Gala is not celebrating humans, it's celebrating only money, said Soul, a trans activist. They want to rewrite what culture is, and we won't permit them to narrate to us what culture is, said Samari Jamar Mercado, who is a model, and she was actually an Amazon warehouse employee, where she said it was extremely hard, like manual, heavy lifting labor, and she didn't get bathroom breaks. So the Everybody Hates Elon campaign group that I talked about a little bit ago reportedly dropped 500 small bottles of urine each during a 6-hour basis around the Metropolitan Museum of Art ahead of the gala. I think this is so funny. They are doing the funniest, greatest shit.
That's great. Don't they do a lot of the I don't know if they were involved in the projections or but I think they do some of the like bus stops too, don't they? Is that them?
Probably, yeah. They're the ones that doing it on his apartment, the projecting the
Oh,
slogans.
I have that.
Yeah, that was them. Hmm.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Jeff Bezos. My name is Mary Hill. I am a 72-year-old warehouse worker at one of your facilities. When we struggle from paycheck to paycheck, from week to week, really angers me. Because if it weren't for every associate in every Amazon facility, he wouldn't have all those zeros behind his name. Shame on you, Jeff Bezos. The people that need to be being celebrated at the Met Gala are the workers, people like me. We deserve that celebration. We deserve so much more than we're getting. There's power in numbers, and there's more of us than there are of you. Remember, Jeff, ordinary people like myself that helped make you billionaires, if we built it, we can tear it down. Think about that tonight, okay? After that bottle of champagne when you go to bed. We're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep building, and we're gonna keep protesting, and we're gonna keep marching, and we're gonna keep fighting this dystopian culture. We're not stopping, we're just getting cranked up. Enjoy your damn gala.
Hey, listen, Amazon workers are injured at double the rate of the average warehouse worker. They also lie about how much the average warehouse worker is hurt inside their facilities. They spend an average of $26 million a year union busting. They have refused to recognize the union. They also fired this guy, Chris Smalls, who was the original Amazon union organizer, and ran a smear campaign against him as well. And then he was there protesting the gala. And you can see here him being very violently arrested. Chris is an organizer, activist, and quite frankly, a hero in this kind of this sort of time. Somebody who the person who tried to bargain with Amazon, but because of our government, even though they did everything they were supposed to do, Amazon refused to come to the table. So that's who you're working with. You're working with Jeff Bezos, the lowest of the low pieces of shit. So, um, all right. So I'm going to leave you with one last weird story. This is from Under the Desk News.
A member of Donald Trump's Secret Service detail was just arrested for indecent exposure. Sunday night, after the Secret Service agent, 33-year-old John Spillman, got done guarding the president while the president attended a PGA golf tournament in Miami, he went back to his hotel, which is the DoubleTree at the Hilton in the Airport Convention Center area, stalked some woman he does not know through the lobby, all the way up to her room on the 6th floor, where he apparently masturbated menacingly. It was described as menacingly masturbated outside of her door. The woman hiding in her hotel room called down to hotel security. They sent the police up. They arrested him. She opened the door and said that she did not know him and that he stalked her through the lobby, and she ran up to her room to hide, fearing for her life. She does not know this man. Mr. Spillman has not been fired from his job for this, though he has been put on administrative leave and did spend some time at the Miami County Jail. That's him.
Yeah, make his dumbass famous. Menacingly masturbated is just what a fucking phrase.
I never would have guessed what he looked like.
I'd bet $20 he's bald.
This is so fucking pathetic. And here's this guy, just more proof of the matter. Like, it's not a fucking symptom. It is an absolute feature of MAGA to be.
And don't exclude just men in general. Men
No.
are disgusting. And it's terrible for my narrative that I like men. It is horrible for my image that I like men, but they're disgusting.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible, terrible human beings.
As being a man, like, this matters to me because, like, this is the image that the rest of the world sees. It's like when I tell Kamala voters that the people in Europe don't give a fuck that you voted for Kamala. They see the United States as a terrorist fucking country. Like, that's it. That's all they see. They don't really care. Like, they might, like, it's a footnote. It's a footnote in the genocide. It is not, it doesn't matter to them. And the same goes with men. Like, you know, all I can do is be the best me that I could be. But, like, at the end of the day, like, if we don't improve as a fucking species, like, it's not going to help.
Uphill battle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
An
fucking.
uphill battle.
And rightfully, as I should be, like, I have no defense, for any of it, because yuck, gross.
Yeah. Menacingly masturbating.
It's indefensible.
It is indefensible. You should not be stalking or masturbating menacingly or otherwise, in public.
Like what?
I don't know. That's all the time we have. We thank you for watching, listening, liking, sharing, subscribing, for your memberships, for your paid subscriptions on Substack, for your free subscriptions, for sharing, for finding us on other forms of social media, and just keeping this thing running. Because with you, we're growing every day, and it's unbelievable to see. So we thank you so much for everything that you do. And until next time, I'm John.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brad.
And that's what's left.
Today, legislation was introduced to appoint $1 billion taxpayer dollars for the new White House ballroom. No, you can't have universal health care. No, we can't feed children. No, we can't feed the homeless. No, we can't help veterans. But we sure can build Trump's little playhouse. This is embarrassing for our country.